Changing your own oil is one of the smartest things you can do. It saves you a ton of money. You know the job is done right. The dealership will charge you an arm and a leg for something this simple. Your engine needs clean oil to live a long, happy life. Dirty oil is like poison. It grinds away at the metal parts inside. Over time, that destroys your engine. A simple oil change every 5,000 miles keeps that engine running smooth. Don't listen to those people who say you can go 10,000 miles. That's just asking for trouble down the road. Rev up your engines because we're going to do this the right way. Before you even think about getting under that car, you need the right stuff. First, get yourself about 5 quarts of 0W20 full synthetic motor oil. That's what Subaru wants in there. Don't cheap out on the oil. It's the lifeblood of your car. You'll also need a new oil filter. The part number is usually 15208AA15A for the genuine Subaru blue filter, and trust me, you want the genuine one. Get a new crush washer for the drain plug too. It's part number 8039161010. Never reuse the old one, or you'll be looking at a nasty leak later on. It's a tiny part that prevents a big headache. Now let's talk tools. You don't need a giant professional toolbox for this. You'll need a 14mm wrench or socket to get the drain plug off. A good oil filter wrench is a must, especially if the last person put it on too tight. Get an oil drain pan to catch the old, nasty oil. A funnel will keep you from making a huge mess when you pour the new oil in, and please wear some nitrile gloves. That old motor oil is nasty stuff you don't want on your skin. A few shop towels or old rags are also a good idea for wiping up drips. That's it. Simple tools for a simple job. So why do this yourself? It's about empowerment. It's about knowing your car inside and out. When you do your own maintenance, you start to understand how the machine works. You'll spot other potential problems before they become big, expensive disasters. Maybe you'll see a small coolant leak or a cracked belt while you're under there. A quick lube place won't care about that. They just want to get you in and out. Taking care of your own car builds confidence. It's a skill that will serve you for the rest of your life. So let's get those hands dirty. Alright, let's talk safety, because I don't want anyone getting hurt. Never ever get under a car that's only held up by a jack. That's a death trap waiting to happen. Jacks can fail. Use a good pair of jack stands. Park your Crosstrek on a flat level surface like a garage floor or a flat driveway. Put the car in park and engage the emergency brake. I even like to chock the rear wheels for extra security. Before you start, run the engine for just a couple of minutes. This warms the oil up a little so it flows out faster. Don't get it screaming hot or you'll burn yourself. Just a little warm is all you need. Now it's time to get under there. Slide your jack stands under the strong parts of the car's frame. Usually the pinch welds right behind the front wheels. Raise the car just enough to give you room to work comfortably. Once the jack stands are in place, give the car a good shake. Push on it. Make sure it's solid and not going anywhere. If it wobbles, lower it and reset the stands. Your life is worth more than a few extra minutes of setup. Now grab your 14mm wrench, your drain pan, and your shop towels, and slide under the front of the car. You're ready for the main event. Look under the engine. You'll see the oil pan. It's a metal pan at the bottom of the engine. The drain plug is a bolt on that pan. On the 2018 Crosstrek, it's facing the passenger side of the car, which is a little unusual, but easy to reach. Position your drain pan directly underneath it. Make sure the pan is big enough to hold at least 6 quarts of oil, just to be safe. You don't want hot, dirty oil spilling all over your driveway. It makes a huge mess and is terrible for the environment. A little preparation here saves a lot of cleanup later. Now let's get that old oil out. Put your 14mm wrench on the drain plug, turn it counterclockwise, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. It might be on there pretty tight, so you might need to give it a good firm pull to break it loose. Once it breaks free, you can usually unscrew it the rest of the way by hand. As you get to the last few threads, push the plug into the pan slightly, then pull it away quickly. This will keep the hot oil from gushing all over your hand. Let the oil drain completely. It will take a few minutes. Just relax and let gravity do the work. While the last drips of old oil are coming out, you can find the oil filter. On this Crosstrek, Subaru made it easy for us. It's right on top of the engine, on the passenger side. You can't miss it, it's a blue can. This is fantastic because you don't have to crawl back under the car to change it. Thank you, Subaru engineers. Put some shop towels around the base of the filter before you start to unscrew it. Even though it's on top, a little bit of oil will spill out. The towels will catch the mess and keep your engine bay looking clean and tidy. Now grab your oil filter wrench. Fit it around the old filter and turn it counterclockwise. Sometimes they can be stuck on there really good. If it was installed dry, it can be a real pain to get off. Just use some steady pressure. Once it's loose, you can spin it off the rest of the way by hand. Keep it upright as you lift it out to avoid spilling the oil inside. Have your new filter ready to go. Before you put the new one on, take a little bit of new motor oil on your fingertip. Rub a thin film of it on the rubber gasket of the new filter. This is a crucial step. It helps it seal properly and makes it easier to remove next time. Gently screw the new filter into place, spin it on by hand until the gasket makes contact with the engine. Once it's snug, give it another 3/4 of a turn by hand. Do not use the wrench to tighten it. I repeat, do not use the wrench. If you over-tighten it, you can damage the gasket and cause a leak, or you'll make it nearly impossible to get off during the next oil change. Hand tight plus a little extra is all you need. The pressure of the engine will keep it sealed just fine. Now you can go back under the car and finish up with the drain plug. By now the old oil should be completely drained. Wipe the area around the drain plug hole clean with a shop towel. Get your drain plug and your new crush washer. Never reuse the old washer. Put the new washer on the plug. Screw the plug back into the oil pan by hand to make sure you don't cross-thread it. Once it's hand tight, snug it up with your 14mm wrench. Give it a good, firm turn, but don't go crazy and strip the threads. Just make it snug. Now you're all sealed up and ready to pour in the good stuff. The hardest parts are over. It's time to fill her up. Pop the hood and find the oil filler cap. It usually has a little oil can symbol on it. Unscrew it and put your funnel in the hole. This Crosstrek takes about 5.1 quarts of that 0W20 synthetic oil. I like to start by pouring in about 4.5 quarts first. Pour it in slowly. Don't just dump it all in at once or it can bubble up and overflow, making a huge mess. A slow, steady pour is the way to go. Once you have about 4.5 quarts in, stop. We're going to check the level before adding the rest. This prevents you from overfilling it, which can be just as bad as underfilling it. With most of the new oil in, screw the filler cap back on. Now, carefully lower the car off the jack stands. Make sure everyone and everything is out from under the car before you do. Start the engine and let it run for about 30 seconds. This circulates the new oil through the engine and fills up the new oil filter. While it's running, take a quick peek under the car. Look for any drips coming from the drain plug or the oil filter. If you see any leaks, shut the engine off immediately and tighten things up. But if you did it right, everything should be bone dry. After running the engine for 30 seconds, shut it off. Now you need to wait about 5 minutes. This gives the oil time to settle back down into the oil pan so you can get an accurate reading. After waiting, pull out the dipstick. It's the one with the yellow loop handle. Wipe it clean with a shop towel, push it all the way back in, then pull it out again. Look at the oil level. It should be between the 2 dots or hash marks. It will probably be a little low since you only put in 4.5 quarts. Now add a little more oil at a time, checking the dipstick after each addition until it's right at the top dot. Don't go over. You did it! The final step is cleanup. Pour the old oil from your drain pan into the empty oil containers. Most auto parts stores will take your used oil for recycling, free of charge. Don't you dare pour it down the drain or on the ground. That's illegal and terrible for the planet. Clean up your tools and give yourself a pat on the back. You just saved yourself $100 and did the job better than most quick lube shops would have. Now you know how, see? You don't need to be a certified mechanic to take care of your own car. You just need a little courage and the right instructions.